Just this week we had 2 independent fundamental Baptist missionaries murdered down in Mexico. John and Wanda Casillas, over 30 years, have served in Mexico. This was their last prayer letter. This was a few months ago. In the last days, perilous times shall come. The only hope for the Mexican people today is Jesus in them, the hope of glory. He says the only problem is that, let me skip down, the cartel has no mercy or value for life. They are ruthless murderers. We are not allowed to have guns in Mexico. If we're caught with a gun, we can get 40 years on up of jail time. We don't risk it. The killings are affecting our night crowds because of the danger involved. We're constantly reminded, for God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and a sound mind. These folks, these are grandparents. These are not youngsters, 18 and 19 years old, not afraid of anything. These are grandparents. Been on the field for 30 years. Why? Why stay in that place? Why not come home on retirement? Why not come back and take a church in the States? Why not come back and live at peace? Why not come back where it is safe? Because they dared to die. They dared to die so that souls could be saved. God has soldiers of the cross. There's still places where pioneer work must be done. God needs some young men and young women who will dare to die that the lost might live. We ought to focus our kids' attention on people like Livingston and Birch and Casillas and missionaries alive today instead of sports athletes and even soldiers. Though I'm thankful for our soldiers. But I tell you something, God needs some soldiers of the cross. Who will dare to die for the furtherance of the gospel? J. Frank Norris said, I would do anything to keep a soul out of hell. But the average Christian would change it to say, I would do nothing to keep a soul out of hell. We have missionaries willing to dare to die, but we don't dare to give. We won't dare to witness. We won't dare to do anything for the furtherance of the gospel. Some might dare to go to a cushy salary in a suburban setting with a secretary in a fancy office, but I wonder where those who will go for the ungodly, for the unrighteous, for the black men in Africa, for the Asian people in China, for the Thai, for the Mexican people. I wonder who will be willing to go to the third world countries. Who will be willing to go down the street to the drunk and the dopehead. Christ died for them. He died for the ungodly. He dared to die. But I wonder if we have people today willing to hazard their lives for Jesus Christ.